I can't tell if that snowman is the goalie or the coach or one of the players. Hey, I'm not even finished posting my season 2 of A Day in the Life of the Elusive Homo Sapien. But I'm pretty drained today, and I'm gonna not start a new season 3 of A Day in the Life, but today's the 24th, right before my second interview for a job. That would be enjoyable. I was told by a lady who admits to being failed by the medical community, by ICBC, by police, ambulance, in an accident, and ends up being like a pothead, that she's gonna go with a student who talked to her before. So this would have been my housing situation solved in a way that I could help her and she could help me, like win-win scenario. So right before the interview, I get this new issue, again, solving homelessness. And the weird thing is I was hoping that it would be a bad experience, the interview, but it was a good experience. Like, people were very friendly and supportive and seemed welcoming of new staff, and boss is great, and I believe there's a chance they'll give me an offer. And I had to mention, I said, I'm re-struggling with homelessness again. And the people that help with things, they just want to give me gas cards so I leave town. And that's what I want to do. Can't play badminton here. Still getting attitude from people. A lot of the things that were sabotaged, like work or supports or housing, it turns out it's like people, potheads, like where this is our really social pandemic, and they are in charge of solving things that are solvable issues. So yeah, I came here. I haven't been here for a while. I'm hoping to bump into that Korean lady with the dog and get a hug and a nice visit with her again, and may not happen, but I need it to be a little bit in the ecocentric. I haven't enjoyed a beautiful view like this for a while. The Ministry of Poverty Creation haven't answered me in a few days, because I say, well, look more into my file and buy my file so I can leave BC, Canada, be of service somewhere else. They haven't answered. It's easy for them to put somebody's file on a hodl, like pausing a video game. I might not even hear back from them. I don't know. Like, doesn't make a difference if I send stuff to ombudsman or premiers or ministers or W5 or marketplace. Unless court papers have already been filed, it's easy to be ignored. But not ignored because I'm a vulnerable sector. Ignored because they're the vulnerable sector who won't let me help. Kind of weird living in this stage of society. And I'm drained. Thinking stability is coming in my life. I'm drained. Drained because, I wanted to cry during that interview when I said I enjoyed the social interactions here. That's why I'm telling you, as I send the word that if there's anybody that has a room or a place to plug in my motorhome, it'll be easier to accept this job. And don't expect me to be able to pay for all the expenses at the beginning easily. So work with me on it, and they want to. I believe I'll get an offer. But again, it's like freaking staying in a community that is horrible. Bumping into people that just seeing them from far away. Like, I just went a place for food and I see somebody in there I don't even want to see. A community person that burned me on another housing situation who has an attitude since then, like I did something wrong to them every time I see them at the pool. It's not a fun thing to interact with your species. It drains me. It makes me want to cry. It makes me angry. Cry, angry. And yet they're not like these levels. They're soft levels, but they're constant. 80% of my energy goes into this. It's draining living among you people. That's why I would like to go somewhere else where the people are the same, but at least the triggers will take a while to build up to these levels here. Freaking 5 months in Castlegar. I didn't need to spend that long to know that it's a failed proto-society and that it insists on being like this. Nobody's having the right conversations about things happening in the world or their own societies or their own families or communities. It's all business as usual, as if they understand the reality that they live in. So yeah, anyways, that's my day-to-day. I'm happy to be here even if I don't see anybody I know. And I'm going to go to the library, which I haven't been for a while, so it's nice to be around books, even though don't get a lot of friendliness there either. It's still nice to be around books. You know, these are little things I'm grabbing at when I get a chance. And they're tiny. You'll say, oh, just being around books makes me happy? Yes, it does. It always has. You know, but I mean, a lot of the things that make me happy are tiny. Just a cat today. I went to meet a lady that I'd like to help her son in exchange for a service she could do for fixing my vehicle. And just a cat, the neighbor's cat, comes in, jumps everywhere, comes on me, and makes the clothes dirty. I just changed today for this interview, but it makes me happy. It's a friendly cat. I don't need much. But you guys, and the shunning, and the closing doors, and the self-sabotage of yourselves, and thinking it's normal when I'm trying to help to make you realize it's not normal. It's not normal that you are content with the collapse of your proto-societies and taking your kids down with you. It's not okay. It's not okay to think I'm screwed up because I know how to help and I want to help and I'm not part of these problems with you. It's not okay. Anyways, I don't want to go back to the garage that just fixed my vehicle. They're very nice. And I said bye to the guy who's got the side business because I was more on his property who I approach and got to know him, and he's friendly with me now. And you know, they would let me plug in again tonight. I just don't want to. It's just, I would prefer freezing tonight without electricity to warm up my heaters because frickin' it just gives me a break from the situations that I'm in that are solvable, except that I'm not the only one on this planet. Therefore, I need some sort of community to belong to for these solvable issues to kind of manifest. Anyways, I gotta be patient too because, you know, maybe I'll get this job offer with also a place to put my motorhome or a rental. And then even though I'm still stuck in this community, I'll still just enjoy being productive or having a routine. You know, I miss having a routine. And maybe I'll even try contacting Selkirk College, the new president, and say, come on, I need you to readdress this issue about my being banned on campus. Like I saw a nice Korean young lady who'd like to play badminton. If she emails me back, I can't go. So, you know, like everything from your nonsense. And I have to live among you, and it keeps going and going.